Yo guys, it's your boy Life Master. It's another episode on Entertainment Zone. So bad, another day, but Brad Frimpong still couldn't join us. I don't know what is going on, but maybe one day he will pull through. Yeah. So today, I'm here with my brother Ntum. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but he's going to tell us more about himself, and then we get going. Sure, bro.
How's it, my brother?
I'm okay.
All good, man. And thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, man.
So, without wasting much time, today will be another interesting episode, like we always do. Like the previous one, like the comment coming was very exciting. Yeah, so we had to go in again. Yeah, we had to go in again, and then Ntum is it's also a brother from Ntumzi, like their cousins and brothers. And yeah, so due to what I was doing or we were doing on the last episode, he said he also want to pull through on the show and then have a little chat. It's not anything big deal, but just to have fun and then, like we always do, entertain
and just enjoy it.
Yeah, so
definitely.
we're gonna be asking him a little question, get to know him much about him. This guy here is a legend. Let me put it that way. He's a legend.
Maybe not in that way.
No, you are, cause I was very happy when I went through his stuff. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Happy, and then I know today, due to one or two questions we're gonna ask him, he's going to educate us more on that field. So he will tell us more about himself, and then we started from there.
All right. Thanks once again, man. I don't know if you bring it as I'm a legend. It really it's got value, but
honestly, you are, because I really love what I went through.
Yeah, well, just for clarity, I'd say maybe I am a legend back in the days, but full name Ndumiseni Salbi Sibanyoni, 30 years of age.
You know one thing I like about your name,
Yeah.
Ntum.
Yeah.
Anytime I hear your name, I remember my boys back in Ghana.
Yeah.
Because there's this language from these Hausa people. When you say Ntum, which sounds like your name, it means friend.
It meant friend.
It means friend.
Oh, it means friend. Oh, okay.
So anytime I hear your name, I remember those guys.
Oh, okay.
That's how we used to call ourselves.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
so anytime it comes in mind, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, because mine in my language, it's Mdumiseni in full. So it means praise him. So yeah, it means praise the Lord, and yeah, something like that. So it means Mdumiseni. Yeah. So yeah, born in Swaziland, 30 years of age. I was born and I grew up in Swaziland, but I'm dual citizen. So in my lifetime, I've been more
about Swaziland.
I don't know where to start.
Okay, early days in Swaziland.
Early days in Swaziland. Well, to be honest, for me, it was this peaceful place that I've ever spent my time at. Growing up, making friends that I really see nowadays because of how we grow up and we're diverse from a lot of things. But yeah, it's a very peaceful place. It's nice. You enjoy your time and peace when you're around that place. Very I'd say that they most people like it for the wildlife, going out and enjoying it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a very nice place. And
you were a rugby player.
Former. Well, I'd say.
I really love that part. You see me, I'm a big fan of rugby.
Is
when
it?
It comes to South African rugby,
okay.
During the World Cup,
yeah.
I love rugby because I remember there was this time I was in Durban, my first time experiencing South Africa playing rugby at the World Cup. I really loved where my workplace, there was this guy. He was like, the final is ongoing, and then we changed the channel, and then everybody was like focusing. I think it was
rugby.
2019.
2019, yeah, it's
That was my
2019.
first time. And
Is
then
it?
the recent one, I think somewhere last year, I also enjoyed it. Tell us more about rugby.
Well, okay, where do I start? First things first, I'm a former rugby player now. I don't play anymore. I think I've played rugby for almost 15 years.
Really?
Started playing as a kid, so, 11, 12 years old. And luckily, 2, 3 months down the line, I was already into uh, the national team under 14s,
Was it for
Swaziland.
oh,
Yeah, Swaziland, because I was born there. So I started playing at school, basically, primary school, grade 6, grade 7. Then I went playing national team under 14s, under 13s.
so
Uh,
how was it like playing for? You were playing for the school or the national team? Did
I
you
was
ever?
playing. I was playing at school, primary. I was the captain. So
Really?
then I went to play. I was selected to go play for the national team under 14s. I think
Under 14?
under 14s.
Okay.
2 months before there was a trip that was going to the UK. So we've been trained for years, and after that, they had like team A and team B. So when you're in team B, you knew you were not going.
Oh,
So 2 months down the line, before the trip, then I was brought in to come join the first team, which
wow.
was like team A. Then that's how I ended up going to play in the UK. That is like what 2007.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think that's where my career of rugby started, and I've loved it ever since.
And how far did you go with it?
From primary playing under 14s national team, then I went to high school, obviously. And when I got to high school rugby was a bit tough,
Right?
because now you trying to understand, I'm a small body person, so
Yeah.
you're starting to
Because you see, with
try and
rugby, I know these guys are big. You can see their head, their neck, and
yeah,
it's
but
like,
every player has his position. He's or
oh,
his
yeah, yeah.
position.
That's one
Your
thing
body
about rugby.
structure has your own position in the rugby game. So yeah, high school rugby was brilliant. I think I played my grade 8, grade 9, then grade 10. I was vice captain for the national team. I was selected to go play a
Oh,
national team under 19s. Um, yeah, that is 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Then, by luck, then 2011, that's when I relocated to South Africa.
oh.
And yeah,
So the career had to. And when you got here, you were like, let me.
it was tough because rugby is like, okay, for an example, Swaziland is not known for that kind of rugby. You
Oh,
understand?
compared to South Africa.
Compared to South Africa, they're very competitive, and when I got the side, got a team that I was playing for in Pretoria, because I moved to Pretoria to stay with my older sister while I was doing my matric and stuff like that. Then I went to play for Atteridgeville Rugby Club, which is more like a development for the Blue Bulls. So I was playing there so I played there for the second team and the first team. And I think first trophy that we won was the President League. Then we went to play the Reserve League, also won that with the senior team. Yeah, then from there I was selected to go back at home to
You
play.
were called back at home.
Yeah, I was
To come
called back, yeah, to go play national team. That was like my first international game that I played in Lesotho. Then after that, I had like what, eight.
Lesotho is Swaziland.
No. Lesotho is actually a landlocked country within South Africa.
Oh,
Yeah, so that was the first international match that I played for Swaziland national team. And after that, yeah, well, it was flowing because 2015. Then I went into full time coaching Then I was coaching the under 13s,
You were
under
coaching
14.
back at
Yeah,
Swaziland.
yeah, back in Swaziland. So I was coaching your under 14s, your under 16s, under 19s, national team Swaziland. Then 2015, that's when I took some of the boys to go play rugby in the UK. And I think out of 10 countries, we became fourth or fifth, you know.
That's nice.
But yeah, that's when I was still
That's why
trying
I'm
my,
saying you are nice.
you know, but you know, it was back in the days, and it was part of my life. I don't want to lie. I think I had a very supportive structure from my parents, especially my dad. You know, may he soul rest in peace. Um, I had a very supportive structure from him because every time, every training session that I was there, he made sure
Very
that,
supportive.
yeah, he made sure that I go attend and, yeah, do all that.
Yeah,
And
from what you're saying, how your dad was very supportive, man. In Ghana, I'm not condemning Ghana,
yeah,
but
yeah,
in
yeah,
Ghana, when you're a child at the age of, let's say, maybe 12, 14, 15,
yeah.
and you want to go for soccer practice, sometimes you find it difficult with your parents.
For me, at first, it was because now there's this new sports that is being introduced in the country, and it's known as a dangerous sport. So now you need to try and find a way to maneuver around your parents. Like, oh, no, I'll be fine, you know.
But did you try and convince them for them to understand what you want to do?
At that time,
Yeah.
I did. I managed to do that because after like my rugby career, then I went into studying sports and stuff like that. Did sports science and management. Then yeah, then I moved into teaching as well. So there was a time whereby I was doing coaching. I was
Rugby
doing,
coach.
yeah, rugby coaching. I was studying, and I was a gym instructor.
Oh,
So in the morning around 8, I go to class, go do some studies in sports science. So the very same place where I was studying, they had a gym for the other university that was just next to where I was studying. So I'd
so
go
you
there.
became a gym instructor?
Yeah, yeah, I was a gym instructor, yeah, yeah, from that point. Then I went there to uh, do gym instructions, between 12 and 2 in the afternoon. Then around 3 until 6 in the afternoon, then I'm in the rugby, and I was still playing at that time. So when I went back to
What age
Swaziland,
were you that time?
shit, um, uh, I'm trying to recall because, uh,
But that was your days during the university.
yeah, that was my days during the university. Because when I went back to Swaziland when I was called back to go back there. That was 2014. So when I went back there, I started my own rugby club. You
Oh,
know, it was called Manzini Rhinos Rugby Club with the guys that I knew that I used to play with national team and stuff. So yeah, it was quite an experience because we managed the team and it was just 3 guys. First time the team was already playing, it was already winning the league. First time in the league, we already won the. It was called Malaysia Rugby League, and yeah, because I think even on the coaching side, one thing that interested me a lot was um, I was actually assisting, or I was helping out an organization, where I was dealing with a lot of kids and stuff like that. So there was an organization that was called Scrum. So it's like a HIV awareness program that uses rugby to introduce into schools and stuff like that. So we teach about HIV through the sports of rugby. So we just come there, sit, play the game while we, taking out information and how you protect yourself and stuff like that. Just trying to, because Swaziland is one of the highest countries in their ratings of HIV and AIDS. So it was a good initiative, and that's where I think I learned a lot of my base in life, and yeah, a lot of things, yeah, took off from there, and yeah.
You hold 7 years of experience in is it
residential property.
How come with that one? How did you? Because now I was checking, you're a rugby player, you were a rugby coach, now you're a gym instructor, and 7 years of experience in residential.
Yeah,
How
so
did you manage
yeah, there's a lot of juggling.
I can tell.
Well, what happened is some couple of years back, while I was still in SA before 2014. So my brother-in-law is actually a property valuer. So he's the one who got me into, the property valuation and stuff like that. So at some point in time, he used to ask me to come help him out, when I was back in Swaziland. That is like 2016, 2017. So he used to help me, like ask me to come help him out. And yeah, I think that's from there, that's how I fell in love with property valuation. Then, yeah, then I went to study real estate property valuation at Cape Peninsula. Then that's how I grew myself into it. It was
But are you still in the property?
no, I'm not.
Right?
No, I'm not. Okay. Besides how the work was, it wasn't really challenging, and I enjoyed every moment of it because now you're doing 5 to 8 properties a day, because we're doing work for like your Standard Bank, Absa, SA Home Loans, and there's these new filling stations. What is this? Astron Energy. We
I
used
wanted
to.
to ask something about that one, but finish with the.
Okay, yeah, we used to do work for Astron Energy, what DID, like that is like government stuff.
But which side were you working for, Astro Energy?
What we're just doing the valuations because what was happening that time of when them introducing themselves, they were doing a lot of buying of the old filling stations and stuff like that. So we would go there and do those valuations for them. So if ever they're buying an old property or like a old filling station, so we would do the valuations for them, and yeah, then send back those reports to Astron Energy, and yeah. But it was a good industry. I don't want to lie. And shout out to my brother-in-law. He's the one who has always put me up. I think at some point after my dad passed away, he had been the father figure, uh, in my life, to grow me up and stuff like that. Yeah, you always do a lot of wrongdoings and stuff like that. But yeah, you just learn in the process, but yeah, he was there to guide me until, to a certain position in life where you feel like, what, I've grown, but you still need that support, definitely. Organization that I was working for, uh doing all the rugby coaching, but you get attached to a lot of people and find yourself growth within that and try to understand who you are and how you are around people. So for me, being around people has always been part of my life, and it has really grew me to a point where even when I started the rugby club with the friends of mine, which is like, so we had like, it was three guys, and we used to call each other 2468, so everybody had a digit, it was actually a code because all those 4 guys were playing rugby for the national team.
Okay, so it's like you knew yourself before.
Yeah. So we played high school rugby, we played club rugby together. Then when I came back to Swaziland, um, that's when we started, connecting again, James Les. And some of them, they were already playing for other teams. So we started like putting each other in, okay. And one of my friends originally he's from Ghana.
Oh.
Yeah, his father is from Ghana. So we had,
I think I know him.
yeah, Gwami.
Yeah.
So it was Gwami. It was
Also, he also played rugby.
yeah, we played full-time rugby internationally, and he used to play with when he was playing high school.
Yeah.
I think he played with one of those Springbok players, but yeah, back in school. So
He was good.
yeah, he's definitely good. You know, he always preaches that we go back and play, and I'm like,
Really?
damn
Even
it.
now.
Yeah, he still plays. You know, he works out. You know, I really get time to work out now, but from that time of us having that rugby club, building the rugby club, I'm just going back to the point of how do I attach myself with people. So we used to have an initiative that we were running within the club. So it was our club was like Manzini Rhinos Rugby Club. So
Back in
yeah, back in Swaziland. Yeah, so that was actually we ran a rhino poaching awareness, you know, into us being like the Manzini Rhinos Rugby Club. So what we did with whatsoever that we got from those fundraisings that we got from the because we targeted like your game reserves and stuff like that, like to sponsor our team. As like we run the rhino poaching awareness for them, you know, as a club. Excuse me. So what used to happen is whatsoever that we used to get from that, we actually used to go do charity work with that. Whatsoever that we'll get, like we'll go back, uh, get maybe there's this place that we once did. It's called Hospice at Home. It's back in Swaziland as well. So it's like for you sick people and stuff like that. So yeah, we went there. We did a walk.
most of your life, everything was back in Swaziland.
Yeah, most of my life was back in South because that's where I grew up, and you know that's where you always see opportunities and where you see yourself. You know, that's where I can go help. You know, because you know their struggles, you know how hard it is for one to get to a certain position where one has already been. You understand that? It's more like somebody who wishes to be a player, but they can't because of certain things that maybe they're being avoided from, you know, maybe parents or financially. So yeah, I think for me, being around people, that's something that I've studied from way back. You know, being able to help and yeah, always try to make people happy around you. You know, sometimes they always say it's more important to have your like to focus on your peace. You know, but sometimes your peace comes with the people that are around you. Yeah, so sometimes it's just all based to help where you can, because you don't know. You know, tomorrow I might be the one who is in need. And when I had something, I didn't help. Then I think that's where um, we always miss out because the moment you have something, you look at yourself alone, and that is not how life is. And you know, you always feel like, let me help where I can with the little that I have, and from there you also see the growth in you. You know,
That's nice.
you always see the growth in you.
I
Yeah,
understand where this is going 100%.
yeah.
I understand what you're saying. It's true.
So it's that's how I take life. You know, I think more than
And you got
anything,
a passion for it.
yeah, it has always been passion. You know, when I started playing rugby, I didn't think I would get to that far. You know, playing in the UK as a kid, coaching in the UK as a kid. You know, one thing I missed out. I'm actually one of the youngest vice president of the Swaziland Rugby Union.
I saw
Uh,
something. Are you the president or something?
I was vice president
Vice president
of the Swaziland Rugby Union, but I was president of my club. You know, the club, yeah, the rugby club that me and my friends started, which was very productive. You know, it's just said that when I relocated back to SA, when I started my property, you know, things fell off. You know, and yeah, Right now, as we speak, there's no more Manzini Rhinos Rugby Club, and I would say I'm the one to blame. I can't blame my guys that are still
But they
back at
all
home,
didn't support and you collapsed. So
Yeah,
why
yeah,
do
I
you
think
take the blame on yourself?
I think we're more
Were you guys lacking something?
not pretty much. We were the best team in Swaziland.
Imagine.
We were the one of the best teams in Swaziland. Because every competition that we went to play, your sevens rugby club, you whatsoever, it was always us winning, because at some point I used to be Swaziland tournament organizer, like the union tournament organizer. So thing is, in Swaziland, it's very difficult to get
So if
sponsorships and
you are
stuff like
getting the chance to, I mean, if you are getting the chance to bring that team to life again, whilst you were the president that time, and you are getting the chance from maybe sponsorship or something,
that.
are
Definitely,
you
man.
willing to?
Definitely, it used to be the best team ever. I'll probably go back and play. Maybe, but I think now is just the time, and uh, maybe to manage a team. Yeah, I can do now because of age. You understand?
Yeah.
But to go back and restructure that, it would be perfect. I remember some time when I was still playing in Pretoria, because when I played in Pretoria, I was playing for Atteridgeville Rugby Club. I used to play for TUT, but the open side, the TUT, they had the varsity cup, then they had the open team. Um, I used to play there as well. So I think for me, being in that different spaces has gave me the ability to get certain sponsors and stuff like that, because at some point the Blue Bulls, the manager for the Blue Bulls was introduced by my coach, because my coach who was coaching me at Atteridgeville Rugby Club was actually a coach at the Blue Bulls by that time. So he used to give me like your rugby equipment, and I used to introduce rugby in churches back at home. That is like in 2010, no, 2011, 2012. That's when I was already playing that side, because I started playing that side 2011. Yeah, 2011, 2012, 2013. So they used to sponsor me with rugby equipment, and I used to introduce rugby in churches. I bet you that I still come across some of those pictures while I was still a kid, and trying to introduce rugby into churches and stuff like that. But it was quite a good experience, and I've always loved every part and every moment of it. Yeah, it gives a lot of growth, man. It gives a lot of growth and understanding. And for me, I think they always say, there's a saying that I saw recently, which says, you must live your life like a snail, you know? A snail, everywhere a snail has paws. Yeah, a
I
snail.
thought you said a snake.
No, a snail.
Okay.
Live your life like a snail, because it will always leave a mark.
Okay.
So everywhere a snail has passed through, there's a mark there. Then, no matter, I know one would be said, a snail is slow, but that's how you need to live your life. Don't rush things. I know back at home, there's boys who look up to me. Definitely, there's still boys who hit me up. There's literally a month ago, there's one boy who gave me he actually gave me a text, sent me a text, asking me if I can come play for them in December.
Really?
They have like a sevens tournament in December. I'm like, I don't know, but we already
But are
know.
you still fit and if it comes
Well, it's always in the blood, man. It's always in the bloodstream. But maybe the
honestly,
fitness.
from how you're talking, I would love to see you play one day.
I'd still love to see myself play. because rugby is like it's within me, you know. But I think maybe the fitness wouldn't allow me now. Um, but if given time, yeah, definitely I wouldn't mind. Man, I'm only 30 and no kids,
Oh,
so I think my my time of doing certain things can still be available. You know, I can still do quite a lot of things. So yeah, man, I think my rugby life has been so interesting, and I just see myself grow each and every time. But yeah, it's been quite some time since I've been in the rugby field and just play. I
I can
tried.
see you really had a passion for it.
I still have. I still have. Even if maybe at some point they'll say maybe I must run for presidency of the union.
You
I
still
would.
do.
I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. But I know there's guys that can do way better than me. You know, there's guys like Wilson Lamini. So this guy, one of the best. So when I was playing under 19, so when I went to the UK, 2007, I was playing with him. Then we became captain and vice captain when we under 19s. We played 19, so that's the scrum half and fly half when we're in national team. So I know what he's capable of. So even when we went to coaching rugby in schools, the very same school that he was coaching, we were rivals with the school that I was coaching.
Really?
Yeah, so from being kids, you know, playing together, being captain, vice captain, going to coaching together, you know, and yeah,
It's a whole lot,
yeah. Then you've got guys like Kwame,
The one
then
from Ghana.
yeah, the one from Ghana. Then you've got Pilani. We called him Hebrew. Those guys, if they were given the opportunity to run for the rugby presidents in Swaziland, they would do best. I don't want to lie because I think we lacking people who understand the game and have passion for the game.
Oh,
So
I
people,
think maybe that was how it lead to the downfall of it.
yeah, definitely. I think that's the struggle because now the rugby word in Swaziland has been so torn apart that you know even when you try to get some sponsors, it's
It
difficult.
doesn't
You
come.
know, I used an advantage when I was still the tournament organizer. A cousin of mine used to own like a dealership, so I asked him, "Nigga, can you just help us through and stuff like that?" We ran like a whole series of rugby through that sponsorship. So we had like rugby playing almost every month for that. So like it was the seventh tournament. You've got like what 5, 6 teams participating in that. At that time, rugby was on its peak in Swaziland, and I can see now they're doing quite a good job. You know, there's this guy by Samba. He's the president now, and he's doing quite a good job because he understands the game. You know,
Okay.
I think he just needs a supporting structure to you know to make it grow and to make it you know to make it like because you know you tell
Like to
somebody
bring it back to life.
yeah you tell someone no there's guys that used to put rugby into the map of Swaziland, you know, and but as time goes by
Do you like
it's you know
hiking?
it's one of my best things that I think
Tell, tell,
is
tell me more about hiking. You know, with me, I've never done such.
you've never done such.
I've never
I think
been into hiking and
okay
stuff.
our like let me say my hiking experience has come through there's more like a group that we had with the guys that was called the Gentlemen's Club. So it was more like it was called the Round Table Club. So we actually have the round table. So we'd sit there every Sunday, have conversations as gents on life or whatsoever challenges that you've got, and you know try and help each
Like
other.
you put it on the table and you try
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just taking back with like then we get to hiking, how we would get to hiking and stuff like that. So we're a gentlemen's club, which was the Round Table Club. We would sit as gents every Sunday. We meet up, we discuss whatsoever. If ever somebody has something to say or whatsoever idea they have, they put it on the table, and we try and find a way on how we help you as gents. You know, it might not be financially, but how do we help you? If let's say you need a proposal, how do we structure up that proposal as gents? You know, and we hold you accountable, because the next Sunday you need to come back and give us a response on how you have, you know, you have stepped up from what we have given you or what we spoke about, and how you have grown yourself from that, or what you have implemented, from that period of time. So we'll hold each other accountable. Then what we used to do was just to bond up and, you know, to seal up our relationship. I think it was a group of 5 to 10 guys, you know, roughly. uh what we used to do was, you know, just to spice up our relationship, we used to do like certain activities. So every month we have an activity. So if we decide we would like suit up, like imagine 10 guys suited up, suited up. We go to whatsoever restaurant that we go to. We sit there, we have our dinner, you spoil ourselves. Then from there, yeah, then we go out and, you know, have some fun.
Is it still ongoing?
Uh, I don't want to lie, it's not. I think there's a lot of we more separate. Then I think that's how everything fell off, you know. But it was a good thing that we were doing. So yeah, I think most of the time doing the activities, you know, you do like your dinner. If ever there's somebody's birthday, we go out suited up, you know, go have your like lunch or whatsoever. Then we go out drink. You know, sometimes we go do paintballing. Sometimes we go go karting. You know, sometimes we go hiking. You know, then we've got a crazy one who.
I remember somewhere, I think 2 years back,
Yeah.
you guys were going on hiking.
Yeah, we went hiking. Yeah, 2 years back we went hiking. Then
I saw pictures and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's it was part of, you know, I think we did hiking quite often. Yeah, then the paintball would always change locations. Now we're doing it here, now we're doing it there. Then we've got the crazy one who does, he likes, you know, heights. Always likes to jump from heights. I don't know how,
I
but,
saw that one.
you know,
I even sent him a comment.
you did.
Yeah, I commented when he was about to jump.
Yeah, no, and, yeah.
No, it seems like 2 years back.
Yeah, that was last year. So we'd also like do boys vacations, like go do boys vacations and stuff like boys holiday kind of thing. Yeah, but it was a good thing, you know. I think most that's where we did most of the hiking, and you know, you'd love the taking, you know, just your mind out of everything and just, you know, admire the nature that is there. And yeah, while you know that you're exercising, you know, it was just a pity at some point. We had another friend, I won't mention his name. We're like, what, how long was that trail? Was 15 kids being separated from, you know, one moving there, one moving there. That's what, you know. But yeah, we're still trying to revive that, you know, just to bring it back, you know, one step at a time, see how it definitely work out for us, because it really helped us. Because, you know, as men, we don't really talk. So whenever we surround ourselves with other men, that's where we would actually be able to talk about certain things, you know. So that was the whole idea into it: how we grow ourselves, how we learn, how we correct ourselves, and yeah, and how we guide each other as guys, you know. Because there's a lot of things that are there.
But how were you
And
guys helping each other, I mean, emotionally?
it was quite a lot.
Was it that flexible for people to put their problems on the
Yeah, because those motherfuckers will laugh at you like crazy. Your pain is a laughter within the guys. Not like all those guys, their sense of humor is so deep that you'd come with the weirdest thing ever and put on the table. They'll laugh the hell out of you, you know. And for other people, it was difficult to mingle with them, you know, because they don't understand. I'm telling you about something that is very painful to me, but those niggas will laugh at you like dead seriously. Not even today, like for a month. Like oh, but you go through a breakup, they still laugh at me with the breakup that I had 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So uh, one would understand at some point that that is the therapy. I think it's actually the quickest therapy that you'd always get from being around the guys. You know, our cycle was small, and even now it's still very small. You know, but the therapy that you will get, it's laughter, which helps you like to heal up very quick. You know, some take it offensive. You know, but
for 3 years.
yeah, no, they literally called me some time back, and yeah, they on a video call, and they were showing me stuff that was
Was it a ring or something?
yeah. I'm like niggas, and my older brother's like, the next time you go back into marriage, this is what you're gonna get. I'm like, I'm fine. I think where I am at the moment, um, with the woman that I'm with, I'm happy. You know, I think it's more about I just want to grow myself around her, grow everything in every space that I can. My brothers, where it's put me to where I am. You know, I think in life you always get a lot of challenges where sometimes you feel like you can just let everything go. But there's a lot that I've learned, and there's a lot that I've managed to grow myself into. And that shout out goes to one of my older brothers, who's Dumo. He has helped me, you know, from a point where I felt like, you know what, yeah, just feeling like giving up in life, you know. And there was a time whereby I was not working. That was last year. Got retrenched January last year, and same shout out goes to Umtunzi. Same shout out goes to Uslik, because at that moment, uh, we were staying like the three of us, and everybody was going through something, but you'd never see. Yeah. Everyone was going through something, but you know, I'm just grateful of how we handled each and everything. And for me, I appreciate that they were there when I was literally nothing. You know, I had nothing. Um, yeah, because I was retrenched from January, then I only got work October. You know, shout out to Stumo, the older brother, who, you know, helped me through and guided me. Then I was able to get work, you know, and on a total different
In the woman.
that's always an awkward question, eh? But just to be honest, my type is my woman.
Yeah.
Like,
That's nice.
my woman is my type. A little bit of nyash, you know, and all round and all, you know, all soft and clean. But more than anything, for me, before the body and everything, is just, you know, the soul. your personality and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
What she brings on the table.
That respect, it plays a long role into everything. But yeah, that's for me. Let that be a woman who respects, who understands you, and yeah, then you grow
True.
each other into that space. But yeah, that's basically it. You know.
Drawing the curtains down. Give shout outs to any friends, family.
Uh, well, first of all, shout out to you, my nigga. You know,
I appreciate
just for
I
this
appreciate.
opportunity.
Yeah.
It means a lot, you know, and very emotional, you know, when I have to bring all my old memories, you know, into the rugby, the coaching, and all that, you know. And yeah, shout out to my niggas who made sure that even when I was at my lowest, they were there, you know. Sleek, Mtunzi,
Slick.
you know, shout out. Twinsy. You've got Stumo, my older brother, you know, my family, good all round. You've got Ria, you've got Lance.
Today
you
I
know.
didn't see Ria.
Yeah, and I think he was at work.
Oh, shout outs to
And
Ria.
yeah, and Lance as well, you know.
Lance is missing.
And yeah, shout out to all the guys that I used to play with and the guys who look up to me, you know. I'm sorry I don't play rugby anymore, but you know, there's other guys that you can possibly look up to into the game. But in life, yeah, you can still look up to me because I still wanna go somewhere and grow myself. There's still people that I look up to, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, my family, my mom especially, my woman, um, yeah, like my family,
that's
you know,
nice.
and I'm just grateful for them being there and supporting.
That's nice. I hope they also get the message.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Gwame, it's Gwame. I can't forget that nigga. That
Shout out
nigga
to
is one
Kwame. Shout out to
one
Kwame.
of the niggas there. But yeah, I'm just grateful for the moment, and yeah, it's been amazing.
I also do
interaction.
appreciate your time. Yeah, when I asked to come here, you were like, okay, it's cool. I also do appreciate.
Yeah,
Shout out to yourself
definitely,
as well. And then people back in Ghana supporting. I mean, sometimes the calls we get to, I mean, it really encourages us to do more.
Yeah, definitely. I think Kwame needs to come here
Yeah,
sometime.
Kwame, one day I'll put him on.
He has to come from Sonsledge.
I got a question for Kwame when I
Yeah.
see
No, definitely.
Because I saw him once and then he disappeared.
Crazy guy. Crazy guy. But yeah, you know, and shout out to my little brother Utabo. Shout out to Usmali Temba Gunene. Very good guy, you know, he has brought me up and you know, grateful for my sister meeting that guy. But I'm just grateful for everybody who has been there and supportive. You know, I'm looking forward to my next chapter in life, you know, and yeah, then I'll just see how I grow myself from there. And thanks a lot.
I had to
for having me.
I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Sure, guys. So like we always say, do well and then subscribe to the channel. Support the movement. Yeah.
Make sure
you have to subscribe.
Definitely.
You have to subscribe and then support the movement. Shout outs to Bra Frimpong. You still couldn't join us here. I don't know. Maybe you put through someday. Spicy, I never forget you. So shout out to Spicy. And then the names are a lot. We can't put.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear your name, maybe in the next episode you might hear your name. Yeah. So thank you. Stay blessed, and then we out.
Shout out.
Later. Sure.
Shut my nigga.
Slick. You got that one.